Hi guys, Bill, Mufasajeep. Um, we're still waiting on a lot of parts to do some of the bigger stuff with the new Wrangler. So I went ahead and ordered these. These are just something good to have the doors got that painted surface and it's really flat, and then you got rocks in your shoes and stuff, and you could tear up the paint. So I'm gonna install this and then I'll bring you back and we'll talk about what's going on with the build and how we're progressing. So these are just door still guards. They were $24 on Amazon, super cheap, and it's something cheap and easy you could do to kind of keep your stuff nice. So I'm just gonna go ahead and open this door and this door too. Whew, it's hot in there. It's hot outside. It's hot outside today. So we're gonna start by taking a little bit of alcohol, put a little bit on a rag. We want to wipe down this surface just to get all the dust, dirt, and debris off. Make sure that these things are going to stick really well when we put them on. Then we got to wait for this to dry, which in this heat is like 3.2 seconds. So we're wiping down the inside right here where these go. Okay, so that's one side. Set this over here for now. Now we got to figure out which one's which. And I think these, you can't really mess them up because it's got this little indent right here. So the indent is probably what goes over this thing, I would think. You can see I'm still a little wet up there. The car's wet. I'm not weird. Um, yeah, so you see that slides up there. You can see it looks like it fits pretty snug. Give a little test fit. I think everything's gonna be somewhat good. So we're gonna start the process that nobody likes doing. This stuff is such a pain in the ass. Whew, it's toasted. One. And this already comes with this stuff already on there. They give you a little extra. I don't know, that might be saying something. You needed to put extra on for it to stick good. But we're about to find out. Huh. Yeah. There we go. Here we go. So I think the trick is going to be to make sure we land this thing in the right place. Oop. I think I'm mucking it up already. I think I get it now. So the trick is to get the top landed here. You can see where it closes that gap nice and neatly. And then we can lay the bottom down. And I think that's about as good as it gets right there. And it's really hot, so these are going to stick pretty good immediately. So there's the front. Let's take these two back ones. We'll figure out which one fits best. So there's the front. Looks pretty good. Kind of protects it so you don't drag your feet on the door sill when you come out. Door closes, so that works. I don't know, are these different at all? I don't think these are different at all. We're about to find out. Okay, open that door a little more. Stick it in there. That looks about right. Double check it. That looks about right too. They look the same? Yeah, they look the same. So I don't think it matters on the back ones. They look like both will fit. So same thing. Deal with this crappy red tape. Red. Good Lord, those birds are going crazy. What is going on here? There we go. Okay, so get this thing laid in place up top and put the bottom down. There it is. I think that's pretty good. Not so bad. Door shuts. Guess that peeks out a little bit down there, but it's not so bad. So I'm gonna put this one in here. We'll do the other side off camera. I'll turn it upside down so it doesn't get this little junk. Okay. So carrying on. We haven't done much to the Jeep because we're waiting for parts, but we did get our decal from Rebel Decal. Looks great. It had a bunch of micro bubbles in it when we first put it on. You just got to be patient. Now, I'm not the most patient person. The sun, as it sits in the sun, those will dissipate, and I don't know if it stretches. I don't know the process, but I know if you don't mess with it too much, as long as the bubbles aren't too big, they'll just start to go away on their own. I think it maybe, you know, takes the air out. I don't know the process. The bigger bubbles, you just take them poke, 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 tap them down, and then it looks pretty seamless in the end. So we got that decal on. I ordered that off of Amazon, just something I've always had on all my Jeeps. And then the only other thing we did is I put a ferro lead on after we put the bumper on. So this is $16, Amazon, super cheap. Gives a contrasting color like the little silver thing I did behind there. And then over the weekend, I got those fog lights. They were like $50. They're the ones with the amber halos because obviously Mufasajeep is gonna look the part. It's gonna still have the it's gonna be lit up. It's gonna be crazy. It'll be good, just like all the rest. I'm having a hard time because there's part of me that just wants to go kooky crazy and just order everything I want right now. And I'm having a hard time not doing it, but I haven't. I have ordered a lot, I will say that. So this is still a budget build. And with that, I'm going to take you to the board. I made a board, and like I told you guys, I'm going to track everything that I spend on this Jeep. So you see, what does it take to take a brand new Jeep Wrangler um, and completely alter it and change it and make it what I think is my version of cool, and everybody has their own version, which that's what makes Jeeps really cool. So I'll take you to the board and we'll show you what we spent so far, and it will show you where we got some of the money that we did spend. So the bumper and paint, I went over last week. So bumper and the paint was for the silver thing I put behind the star. The decals, so far I spent $100 in decals. So the Rebel decals were custom made, two color with my logo, which is that line with the crown. I ordered a body lift. The things with the stars are things that I've already installed. The body lift I have not installed because we're waiting on some other parts, because why take something apart twice when I know I have to take that stuff apart to put other pieces on. So we're waiting for some other things, and we're going to do, and a lot of people are going to be like, this is a super cringy, this is probably one of the most clickbaity things that you could do with the Jeep. A lot of people will lose their minds over a body lift, but I'm learning without spending $1 million to make this Jeep big, you have to pull a little bit of tricks. And these are tricks that I've used on almost all my Jeeps. The old Mufasa Jeep with the Gladiator didn't need a body lift to make it big, even though I still thought about putting one on. The good thing about a body lift is it doesn't change your steering or any of your geometry whatsoever. So the body lift that I ordered cost $90. I got it through Zone Off Road. I've been using Zone Off Road for a long, long time. They make a good product, and it's made in America. So that will be coming up. There's the driving lights. I did install those real quickly like Saturday morning because I already showed you guys how to do those driving lights because I did them on old Fasa. So there's that. Door guard. We just did the door guard, and I'll finish up the door guard right after we're done. That was $24 on, oh, we can't give up all the numbers yet. $24 on Amazon. So, oh, we'll put a star next to it because, well, I mean, I'm gonna finish it right now. So that's when they get the star when it's completely installed. So I sold the old stock bumper for $100. It was listed on Facebook Marketplace for like, I don't know, a day. Some dude swiped it up really quickly, and it was just a plastic bumper. It wasn't the metal Rubicon bumper. It just you don't know, like somebody might have a stock Jeep and they ran into a shopping cart and made a big dent in their plastic bumper and they wanted a new one. And that's a pretty cheap way to get one. Just look on Marketplace and you can replace your stock bumper with somebody that had a takeoff, and that's exactly what he did. And then I had an old sub box that was in Mufasa, and it doesn't really fit for this Jeep because that one fit underneath the Gladiator seat that folds up and folds down. So I sold that for 200 bucks. So there's $300 there. And I mean, just quick math, I'm $300 just in these two parts. So I'm already spending positive money towards this build, but not that much. There is a lot of parts that are below here. You guys don't get to see that yet. You'll get to see it as we put them on, and I'll just keep a running tally of what this costs start to finish when you get to see the finished product. So we're hoping our lift comes in this week. Maybe next weekend we could be installing it. That's up to the supplier because I ordered it through Skyjacker, I'm not going to lie, and they had everything in stock, and I was told on Monday when I ordered it that the track bar, the adjustable track bar for the front, was on back order and would be in 2 days. Here it is Sunday, and none of these things have shipped. They're holding up the shipping on the whole lift kit over one track bar. So we'll see. I don't know. Maybe tomorrow I'll call them and tell them cancel their track bar and I'll order a track bar through somebody else because at this point they're holding me up. And we don't have that much time before Pigeon Forge, and it's a lot to do to change this in such a short time with us being working people. We work Monday through Friday, and we work out every night and stuff like that. So to build one of these yourself, it's time consuming. You'll see. It's gonna be a lot of time. It's gonna be a lot of energy expended to make it look as cool or hopefully as cool as the last one. So stay tuned. We got a lot of really cool stuff coming up. I got a bunch of parts in the background we don't really want to show you yet. You can't see them or you can? Oh no. Did they see the tire size? Not the tire size. You're not supposed to show the tire size. They're going to know how big it's going to be. Dang it. We got some tires behind us and some rims. But they ain't going to fit that right now. So stay tuned. We're going to make this thing huge. All right. Thanks. Keep watching.